You know what I mean? One of the prominent figures in the Attitude Era, man. Like it's incredible.
But you know what? Pimpin' Ain't Easy pertains to more than just pimping girls.
Talk to us.
It pertains to life. It pertains to relationships. Work. Pimping ain't easy, man. And it ain't. And life ain't easy. Especially these days, life ain't easy.
Yeah, definitely not.
I'm
Definitely
just
not.
saying,
It's a
man,
testament to that.
If you're a pimp, if you got girls, don't matter. Pimping ain't easy.
Right.
In my mind, though, I just, you know what I mean? Just seeing you walk down with the whole train with the WWF belt, that's ideal for me. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Just coming down with the big gold. You know what I mean?
You want me to be real?
Yeah.
Talk to us.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what we here
always,
for.
always.
It's Attitude
Always.
Era podcast for a
We're
reason.
here
100%.
for the real, man. Talk to us.
Vince came to me and he said, the belt didn't mean anything on me because I had the girls. Unless y'all want me to call them hoes. I'm trying to be politically correct and not call them hoes. But since I am the Godfather, I'm going to say hoes. I had the hoes. And the belt didn't mean anything.
Right.
All the belt was is something the girls that carried out like a boxing ring. And then I think Vince put the belt on me just to make me more legitimate, along with the tag team straps with Bull.
Yeah.
Just to make me more legitimate. But the belt did not mean anything. I had the girls. I mean, what the can I cuss on this?
Of course.
Of course.
What the fuck does the belt mean when I got 5-6 beautiful fucking hoes out there, nipples, and just doing our thing, man? It didn't mean anything. The belt was just, I had such a show on its own that I didn't need the belt.
Right.
And Vince is, first of all, before we go any further, Vince is the coolest motherfucker out there.
Shout out to
allowed me
Vince.
to smoke.
Shout out to Vince.
Vince
to
allowed
Vince
me to
McMahon.
do all the things that I did, man, and he is so much cooler than people think he is. And God bless you, Vince. I love you to this day. Every year, Vince calls me, doesn't call me, texts me these days, texts me and says, happy birthday.
Fire.
Come on, man.
Just dope.
And when this show's over, I'll show you the text.
Yeah, absolutely.
Fire. So my next question for you was, in the process of this, right, what was the procedure going from city to city picking out the whole train? Was it auditions?
Oh, that's a great
How does that work?
question. How did you
Do they
pick
have
those?
applications? Do you have
Like, did you have
an
to
audition?
file an
Oh,
application to get accepted
Is there
to
a
come
whole
out
audition?
to be part of the whole train?
How does that work? We need to know.
Bro, it goes so much deeper than that, but I'm going to start from when the character took off. Vince came to me, Undertaker, and the Harris twins. I don't know if you guys remember them. They were in the DOA biker group.
Come on.
And he says, Charles, because we had tried kind of the week before we kind of threw it out there, me and Bradshaw. And so Vince goes, Charles, I think this has legs. He goes, do you think you can find me some girls? I'm like, Vince, hey, bro, I'll just go to the titty bar we were at last night and get some girls. So me, Undertaker, and the Harris boys went to a topless club. We grabbed 4 or 5 girls. We put them on TV. We did the whole Godfather thing without Vince knowing anything. He just knew it had legs. And when I got back, Vince says, Charles, we're going to make some money with this. And that's a shoot, man. That's a shoot.
Shouts to Vince for
Shout out to
allowing-
Vince,
Like,
man.
you gotta be really tight knit with Vince in order for him to let something fly and just like not having any knowledge of it. Like that's crazy. Like just throw that out there for him. It's crazy.
I will say this, that I am best friends with The Undertaker.
Yes, we know
And
that.
that might have opened up some doors that might not have been opened before. But once they opened up, I stepped in. I didn't step in. I broke that motherfucker down.
Right.
And it wasn't about The Undertaker anymore. It was about me.
Right.
And like I said, to this day, man, I love the organization. I fucking love Vince, Stephanie, Shane. They have always been so fucking cool with me that you guys would not believe it. From letting me smoke weed to, I don't want to incriminate myself.
Yeah, don't get too crazy.
Like
Don't
weed
get
didn't
too
incriminated myself, nipples. But they're just a good family. And Vince is so much cooler than you people think he is. From listening to rap music, listening to country music,
Right.
to listen to rock, to listen to whatever the fuck else is out there. Vince is on top of everything. Even though Vince isn't running the company no more,
Right.
so is Triple H.
Shout out
He's
to
on
Triple
top of
H.
it.
Shout out to Triple H.
My next question was, we talked about this off camera, but I feel like you got to say that on camera, on who was responsible for the character of the Godfather.
Right.
Like, because it's shocking to the world when they find out, you know what I mean?
Right.
What you about to say?
Especially when
Y'all
you've
ain't
been
gonna
in
believe
these
me.
other-
Especially what?
when you've had these other personas to jump to the Godfather.
Y'all ain't gonna believe me. But my wife.
Crazy.
My wife is the one that came up with the whole Godfather. I wanted to be a mean pimp. I wanted to be slapping girls and doing all that. And Vince didn't do. I gave Vince two scenarios. I said, we can do my wife's way or we can do my way.
Right.
And Vince chose to do my wife's way.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because you can't forget, like back in the day, bro, I owned a topless club.
Yeah, Cheetahs.
I was one of the owners of Cheetahs where they filmed showgirls, and it was like, I'm dealing with topless girls all my life, nipples, and that's between us. That's between us.
That's
Nipples got me for some reason.
man.
Nipples has got me, man. I'm kind of caught up.
Yeah, I know. We're only 10 minutes in the
he said,
episode,
"I'm kinda caught up."
and everybody watching this episode is going to know who is the woman that Godfather
promise.
Can
keeps
we say
saying
her
is
name?
nippy. Yeah, go ahead if she wants to tell us her name.
What's your name, baby?
My name is Chris Starr, professional forehead.
Did y'all hear that?
Wow.
She's got the prettiest nipples you ever seen in your life. I had the luxury of sucking on some.
Oh my God. Oh my God. This is
I
gonna be the
mean,
wild.
it's-
Listen, let me tell you something right now. This is gonna be the wildest episode of
Ever.
Attitude
Hold
Era
on.
podcast
Ever.
to date. I promise you. You won't find any better here. I promise you.
Let me ask you something, because it seems like a lot of your persona just comes off who you naturally are. Like, you're just naturally cool, laid back. What is it like to have that persona that you like so much, be doing your thing, and then to have the company say you got to switch to the good father, which is what's that like?
That growl
First-
says it all.
First of all, Vince was so behind the Godfather. Vince used to walk down the aisle and say, "Pimpin' ain't easy, pimpin' ain't easy." I'm like,
Sounds
Vince,
like
you know,
Vince.
because you're the biggest pimp there is. But it got to the point where society was changing, and they were doing away with the suck it, the puppies, and me.
Right.
And it's just sad because I mean, it was just so cool.
We keeping 100, man. As a kid, you know what I mean? You know, as a young kid being 8, you wild perverted, man.
Right.
You know what I mean? Attitude Era was fucked up for me when that left, man.
Right.
That's kind of when I started drifting
You know
off.
what's
Like,
crazy?
yeah,
Did
man.
you know what a hoe was?
For sure. I'm from Queens.
I did.
know what I mean?
I'm
So,
going
like-
back 20 years. I don't know.
No,
You're young.
I'm from Queens. Listen, and my mom and dad, two transparent people, did drugs,
Right.
told me about the whole process. Used to go to meetings, so I knew everything at a young
Brother
age.
said, I went to meetings.
I went to meetings. I'm in there feeling like I had a problem. So yeah, I knew about everything. So when I'm watching that, Jerry Lawler talking about the puppies, Jacqueline Sable, you with the whole train.
That was
Yeah.
on fine
Yeah,
ladies.
Stone
beautiful.
Cold with his
Beautiful.
persona. Like, I feel like the Attitude Era worked so much because that was just the time of life. It was like a rebellious stage of life. Like,
Yeah.
in your opinion, because I'm a child, so even though I'm saying I know about these things, you're actually living it. Like, what was the wrestling business and what was just the world like back at that time during the Attitude Era?
It was so cool because it became to the point where Vince is like, you be you. And I'm not going to restrict you. I'm not going to hold you back. So Godfather, be Godfather. DX, be Godfather. You know what the thing is people forget about
to it.
Val Venus.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's one of my
Shouts to Val
favorites.
Venus.
Val
Venus.
Venus was the
That's one of my
nastiest son of a
favorite.
gun out there.
Hello,
Val
ladies.
Venus used to
Shout out
say
Val
a
Venus.
lot worse stuff than what I said.
Yeah, shout out to Val.
That's about Venus.
Do y'all remember that me and Val were in a tag team?
No.
I don't remember.
You
that.
don't remember?
I don't remember that.
Me and Val were
I
in a
remember the
tag
feud.
team.
I remember the
when
feud.
I was this is besides that.
Yeah.
Before that, this is when Val was Val. I was the Godfather, and we were a tag team for a minute. We were called Supply and Demand.
Ooh,
Fire.
I don't believe you
That's
guys.
crazy.
Anyway, a lot of people remember that.
That's
crazy.
kind
Yeah.
of fire.
That's
And then Val would come out and do his porno stuff, and then I'd come out there with the girls and do my stuff, and it was just so cool.
But see what
man.
I'm saying?